Hi, thanks for joining me for this week's quick business tip. Today, we're going to talk about retention and what that can really mean to the bottom line of your business. If you are one of those companies where you are constantly having to feed the monster, so you're having to regularly go out and find new customers in order to cover for the customers who have maybe completed your core offer or they've completed a transaction with you and you don't have any way to retain that customer or turn that customer into a referral partner for you, you are very, very quickly going to burn out. There is nothing more exhausting than having to constantly find new customers for your business. One great way that you can more easily retain, resell, upsell, and build referral partners is through an email nurture campaign. Now, a lot of people get a little overwhelmed when it comes to this because there is some technical stuff that lives on the back end. They also get turned off because of all of the spam filters and junk mail settings that people have and the inboxes that are already overflowing. But I will tell you, there is nothing more powerful than a well-crafted email campaign. When your email campaign is delivering 10 weeks of high value content and then asking for something in return 2 out of those 10 weeks, you are going to see a huge boost in your bottom line. This works for every business across the board. Now, I get a ton of pushback when it comes to realtors because you just sold someone a house. The last thing that you think they want is to get emails from you because in the mind of so many realtors, the next email needs to be, who would you like to refer business to me? Who else do you know who's looking to buy a home? Are you ready to buy your next investment property? Like they're in this like sell, sell, sell mode, right? What if instead the email was, hey, unpacking is rough, organization is hard. Like here's a discount to the Container Store, or here are some great Pinterest ideas for your walk-in pantry, or here's a great, here's a sample of the Marie Kondo book. A way to add value that doesn't really benefit the realtor at all. And you continue to send these emails that would talk about home maintenance, seasonal maintenance, some things to look out for that, especially first-time home buyers maybe aren't completely aware of. And let's be honest, there's a lot of homeowners who have owned a home for 10 or 15 years and kind of forgotten things like, disconnect your hose every winter so that your spigot doesn't freeze and burst the pipes in your house and, all of these things. By continuing to add value and then occasionally asking for a referral or to pass your name along or, to like a particular post that you put on social media. People are going to be more than happy to do these little asks along the way. And you will also, in the process of this, stay top of mind so that when someone does say, hey, you bought a home in the last year, did you like your realtor? Who did you use? They're gonna be like, oh my gosh, yes. And they are still contacting me. They're still providing value to me. Now, they're not going to use those exact words, but that's what they're going to think. Like, I did one transaction with them, and it's now a year and a half later. They're still reaching out and providing value to me that I never expected. There's nothing that's going to make someone refer more than when you have far exceeded their expectations. And when their expectations end at the closing table, it's really easy to exceed them. I don't want to just dismiss the fact that there are some technical things that go with setting up email campaigns, but every brokerage that I know has something in place that allows you to automate this in some way. And if they don't, there are lots of places where you can go and get help on the technical side. If that's what you're struggling with, I'm happy to just sit down and talk you through some of your options. But if what is really holding you back is just not having any idea what to put in the email campaign, here are some super easy tips that you can use to help you navigate this problem. The first, super easy email, you always want to say thank you. Whether the person has downloaded your lead magnet, completed a transaction with you, signed up for a course that either just started or is yet to start, the first email is always thank you. And maybe a very, very, very short introduction if this is the first time you're doing business with them. Then you always want to add value in the next email. It's the easiest way to exceed expectations. So you need to put yourself in the shoes of your target market and think about what they would want. What little extra can you add? Even if it's linking to another podcast or a YouTube video or a PDF that you've maybe made your own, you can provide value. It doesn't even have to be that complex. It can be as simple as like 5 items on a checklist. We'll go use the realtors again as an example. Here are 5 things that you can do to boost the curb appeal on your house. And the first thing that you have them do is stand at the end of your driveway and look at your house. What's your first impression? What do you see? What would you like changed if you were looking at buying your house all over again? And then walk in the front door. Think about how many homeowners just don't use their front door. They come in the garage, they go through life, they just don't think about it. Walk in your front door with fresh eyes. Imagine it as though you are the person that's looking to buy this house all over again. What would you want to see different? What sights and smells and, the clutter that's like right there at the front door, maybe we could declutter that. And then kind of talk them through that whole process in the same way that I'm talking you through it. Put yourself in your client's shoes and just make a list. Just sit down one day. Don't even think about writing emails. Just make a list of what your ideal customer would like. And then find a way to either deliver that or deliver a small piece of that so that they get excited about taking that next step. And then that next step might be having a consultation with you, signing that contract, working with you, signing up for the program, whatever it is. So first thing, put yourself in your customer's shoes and ask yourself, what would I want if I were my ideal customer? Now, the next thing you need to do is you kind of need to map it out. This is just a quick outline. What are you going to be providing? Is it valuable? Is it customer testimonials? Is it, what just, week 1, thank you. Week 2, value. What's the value going to be? Week 3, you can either do value again or you can do a customer testimonial. The best way for people to understand how great you are is for you to share success stories from your past customers, especially if you're able to do it directly from their mouths. So if you can share a testimonial that they've posted on Google, or again, using the realtor, if they've posted it on Zillow, realtor.com, find ways to share the story and then a direct quote from that customer. Continue mapping things out while always remembering step one, you are not selling you. You are trying to solve the problem that your customer has before they start to work with you. Now, obviously, you don't want to give away the farm. Like, if you are a health and fitness coach, you don't want to walk them through every step of your plan. They wouldn't have any reason to hire you. But you can give them little bits and pieces, little teases, little touches, so that they see your ability in that area. They see that they like the way that you teach, and they see like, oh, I get this kind of value for nothing, right? Because I sign up for a lead magnet. Now I'm getting all these emails and they're still super valuable. Imagine how much value I would get if I actually paid this person money. Okay. And then the third step is tell them what the next step is. Now, even in these emails where you're really just adding value, you can always add a PS at the end, like, look, if this is something that you want to dive into deeper, if you want more one-on-one advice, if you want more customized plan, schedule a call. Do this, do that. It's a realtor, like, if you would like me to walk through your house and tell you what I would change if I were looking to sell this house, give me a call, send me a text, do, whatever your next step is. And if you are one of those people that are thinking, email nurture is not for me, let me put it in perspective for you. The best realtors that are getting the best results are doing regular email nurture campaigns that are not those kind of nonsense, waste of time, once a month, newslettery things that are not at all customized, not heartfelt, don't really add value. The best realtors are sending out emails once a week, twice a month, and they're doing this with people that they know they're probably not going to have another transaction with for at least 3 to 5 years. But they're continuing to add value and stay top of mind, stay connected to that customer because they want to be the first person that they think of when that 3 to 5 year period rolls around. So if a realtor is willing to invest the time and money to do this when they know that a transaction is probably not going to occur again for 3 to 5 years, tell me why it doesn't make sense for you as a business coach, a nutritionist, a strategist, whatever, a roofer, a window person, a remodeler. Why wouldn't it make sense for you to do the same? Last thing I have for you today, if you are a realtor and you want to know how you can best market your business, I am offering a once a year 12-week course that starts in January. You can get a discount on this course if you buy it before the ball drops at midnight on New Year's Eve. And you will learn everything from personal branding to email nurture. We'll even touch on how to run ads if that's something that you're interested in. But you will map out an entire marketing plan and you will be 100% set and off the starting blocks long before your competition as the spring market starts to roll around. If you'd like more information about the Realtor program, there's a link in the show notes. If you would like help with your own custom email nurture campaign, I'm always available for a consultation. I'm Jennifer Swineford with Limitless Impact Agency. Thanks for joining me and come back next week.